It's time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Friday morning, September 23rd, 2016. Got, good morning to you all on this lovely Friday morning, September 23rd, 2016. There are your news and odds. Top story at 8 a.m. on this Friday morning is Charlotte, North Carolina, where this time the protest had then shakes announced that looted the virus as protesters marched in Charlotte for third night over the fatal police shooting of Keith Lamont's gun remained largely peaceful as they were the previous 2 days. Yahoo says a massive data breach earlier this year that have affected many as 500 million accounts. Tulsa, police officer Benny Shelby was booked at a local county jail early Friday and Willie Shelby had drawn $50,000 bond. Facebook exaggerated the key metric advertisers used to assess the performance of the videos on the platform by potentially as much as 80% for more than 2 years, the Wall Street Journal reported on Thursday. Palmer Luckey, the founder of Oculus, has funded a Trump group that circulates dirty memories about Hillary Clinton. Patriots quarterback Jacob Brissett breaks out NFL scores first touchdown NFL as the Patriots shut out the Houston Texans 27-0 last night at Gillette Stadium. Fighter jets pounded Rebel held areas unlawful with dozens of airstrikes early Friday. Local evidence and rescue groups said as prospects of revamping a ceasefire look increasingly grim. In Jerusalem, they took the stage one after the hour. 2 agent actors along with a drama that began to lose its audience. Back in the 1980s, Diversity was a largely lost and a largely lost island of Mindanao, known around the world, mostly for its Muslim communist insurgencies as Chris Heisenberg, Philippines leader, remains a hugely popular home city. Whereas in England, a senior Egyptian official says in total 150 models were pulled out of the waters off the Egyptian coast 3 days after hundreds of migrants headed to Europe drowned. New York. Speaking before the UN General Assembly, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu invited the Palestinian and 40 President Mahmoud Abbas to address the Israeli parliament. Tokyo, a 6.2 magnitude earthquake struck about 8 miles off the east coast of Japan and a depth of about 6 miles, the U.S. Geological Survey reported. New York disgraced former Congressman Anthony Waters has acknowledged he communicated online with a girl who accused him of sending sexually explicit message, but he said he has also been a subject of hoax. Wednesday, in a videotaped message to a labor group of Las Vegas ex-firemen, cited Dillon Clinton close by remarks saying, "So, having said all that, I 50 points ahead, you might ask. An Ohio County Chair for Republican President nominee Donald Trump has resigned and apologized Thursday after May. Remarks she made about an interview by President Barack Obama. A heartbreaking video of a mother lying unconscious from her parent drug overdose to the floor of the Fairmont Dollar store in Los Massachusetts was captured by an onlooker on Sunday, September 18th. Springfield, Massachusetts, second man had been given a lengthy prison term for a fatal shooting in Springfield 2 years ago. The Republican newspaper reports that Brian Slater was sentenced on Thursday to Hampton Superior Court 12 to 50 years prison in connection with the July 2014 shooting death of 27-year-old Jermaine Cowell. Slater pleaded guilty later this month to voluntary manslaughter. Andover, Massachusetts, police in the Andover lookout for a suspicious ice cream truck after its driver attempted to speak with a teenage girl while she was walking alone after school this week. Jackie McCallum, the former Alger energy minister who has steered OPEC in the last time it decided to cut supply, said today's government the group will reach to the court next week as low oil prices force members to act. Alphabet's investment arm has jumped in an Airbnb wagon. A bandwagon journalist might expect that $850 million and will put the home insurance part for valuation about $300 to $30 million according to the source close to the deal, quoted by Wall Street. An unexpected revival in the French economy may have helped the Eurozone avoid a further slowdown in 3 months in September, according to surveys on purchase managers and manufacturers and services provided in the currency area. Needham attention drivers who use the Route 128 in Newton Needham area, part of the highway will be closed on the first weekend in November. Stavanger, Norway. Norwegian energy company Statoil said it will learn that the list is not an onshore pipeline after publishing findings from a fatal offshore accident. Edmonton, Alberta. The provincial government of Alberta said formed a panel of experts to help address some challenges in the shift to a low-carbon economy. London, Total Oil company operating one of the larger oil fields offshore West Africa, says that they're working to help recoup losses from equipment failure this year. The Sox, the now. Up 98.76 at 8392.46. SP 500 2177.18 and Nasdaq 500 339.52. Not every scientific study can be when you talk like the gravity waves energy edited. Sometimes you can gain a true scientific insight by discovering that the mammal of a vastly different size required roughly. In 1970, archaeologists estimated that the size of an ancient synagogue in Israel to become a cylindrical lip of chocolate that looked like remains of a squirrel. Humanity was born in Africa, but at some point, many ancestors left the question of whether now they've been farewell to the continent remains a subject to some debate. A mass exodus occurred roughly around 60,000 years ago, according to DNA fossil. Health officials have identified the first cluster of gonorrhea infections in assays to show decreased susceptibility to the symptom and very high level resistance to azothromycin, the last line of defense against the sexually transmitted disease. Chicago, Illinois Attorney General Lisa Medigan filed antitrust lawsuit Friday against American Medicine Pharmaceutical. Teenage drug maker H. Lindbeck is highly anticipated expected Alzheimer's drug failed in a late stage study and according to charges faced by drug maker to tackle the debilitating memory robber disease. For most women taking breast cancer, tamoxifen doesn't increase the risk of uterine cancer, new study suggests. Donald Trump on Thursday often supervised the list to hold one moderate days presidential debate between Trump and Hillary Clinton. Americans believe the media is doing a poor job covering the 2016 presidential candidates fairly in the past election, according to a survey released Thursday. Washington, Donald Trump campaign says the government plans to give up managing key operations in the internet, posting the first outside of censorship of online information. Democratic presidential nominee, former Secretary of State Hillary waves in she was her campaign play. Peter Chalduza is now 8:06 on this Friday morning, and it's time now for Sports Report. Last night, the Boston Red Sox to beat the Baltimore Orioles 5-3, as the Sox Magic never to clinch the AL East at 5. Tonight, the Red Sox will be taking on the Tampa Bay Rays down at Tampa at 7:10 p.m. Yesterday, the Dark Lancers boys soccer team edged out the Mills Hawks 3-2. Tonight, the Dark Lancers football team will be at Adams Field taking on the Dover Sherman Raiders. Game time 7 o'clock. New York, the final 10 game dash for wildcard spot began in the Wildfires with 3rd out for New York Mets. Mets opened the baseball player. Equivalent of the wildcard could get another step closer to playoffs on Friday. One day after Richard Sherman spoke out against police use of force when the Seahawks teammate Doug Baldwin made a call in action. If he returns now, he will begin in his career in Minnesota, but he reached the top of Boston some later in the years, ended in heartbreak for the Celtics group. Peter Chalduza is now 8:08 on this Friday morning. It's time out for Traffic and Transit Report. Baby! Let's dive into the MTA where the subway system is looking good. But on the Commuter Rail, please board Fitchburg Line train 492 7:55 a.m. from Littleton on the inbound platform at South Acton Station. Please board Fitchburg Line train 408 7:18 a.m. from Fitchburg on the outbound platform of South Acton Station. And Fitchburg train 408 7:18 a.m. from Fitchburg is operating 10-15 minutes late between North Leominster and North Station due to single issue. Fitchburg train 406 6:53 a.m. from Fitchburg line 5-10 minutes late between Littleton and North Station due to signal issue. Shuttle bus will place Fitchburg line train 408 7:18 a.m. from Fitchburg between Fitchburg and North Leominster, and shuttle bus will place Fitchburg line service between North Leominster and Fitchburg Friday, September 23rd. An extra train will reach the junction platform today, providing restraints 842 skills at 7:14 a.m. from Attleboro, accompanying passengers. Please board Providence train 842 7:14 a.m. from Attleboro on platform D, started in by the junction station. Providence train 842 operate a small train that set the normal. Passengers may consider train 808 7:35 a.m. from Attleboro or train 810. Alright, looking at the highways and byways that do winging on this. Friday morning, 95 southbound side, effective Bridgeport all the way down to Greenwich. Merritt Parkway on the westbound side, effective Bridgeport down for Stamford. Merritt Parkway on the northbound side, effective to Bridgeport. 84 westbound side, effective between Newtown and Denbury. 84 eastbound side, effective after Route 8 into Torrington. 95 on the northbound side of this back from West End of New Haven. 91 on the southbound side, Little Sword, New Haven. 95 on the northbound side, back to New London and then Stonington. 84 eastbound side, back to West Hartford, New Hartford. 95 in the not bad side, back to the sword to switch. 91 in the not bad side, back to 57 to 91 in Springfield from 57 to 91 in Springfield. Interstate 91. 290 east bad side, slope before Route 9 in Worcester. At in Providence vicinity, Route 195 eastbound side is backed up after 103 Somerset towards the Blackburn Bridge. 24 southbound side slow just around Route 185 out in Fall River. 95 southbound side slow for protecting the downtown Providence. 95 northbound side backed up from 37 in. Work all the way to downtown Providence. 195 westbound side is backed up from East Providence all the way down to Providence. Route 6 slow from 6 to 95 downtown Providence. Route 6 to the south eastbound side it is backed up just before Route 6 connector to Providence. 146 southbound side back to 50 to Route 95 Providence. 146 is backed up on the both ends from Route 146A and 99 northbound side back to 126 to Route 122 up in Lincoln Misaka stretch. Route 60 eastbound side back to Southwood Bridge down to Center. 20 and southbound side back to the Board Rotary. 495 on the northbound side and it is backed up just before the Mass Pike out in Westburg. 95 on the northbound side is backed up from the north. Went all the way at the Route 128 Canton. 24 on the northbound side is backed up from Route 139 and stood all the way to Route 128 Canton. Route 3 on the northbound side is backed around the Braintree Sprint. 128 on the northbound side is backed up from 20 red north all the way to Hopkins Park in Canton. And 128 southbound side is backed up from 37 in Braintree to the Braintree Split. 7 Expressway northbound side back to the Braintree Split all the way at the Mass Pike in Boston. 7 Expressway southbound side back into the Boston stretch. 120 on the northbound side is slow from 109 and Denham all the way out to Route 9 in Wellesley. 120 on the northbound side it is backed up all the way at Route 20 Waltham. 120 southbound side is slow from 9 in Wellesley to Needham. Mass Pike eastbound side it is backed up from the 120 western all the way to Newton. 93 to the northbound side it is backed up from South Station all the way to the Zankin Bridge. 93 to the southbound side is Stubkill from Wilmington all the way to the Zankin Bridge. Plus Route 1 to the southbound side it is backed up from 16 in Riviera all the way at the Route 93 in Boston. Southern Tell SoCal until it's looking good. Mass Pike on westbound side is backed up South Boston and East Boston around Logan Airport. 120 southbound side it is backed up from 28 out in Reading all the way at the Waltham. Route 3 southbound side back to the 45 Lowell to Bilwick and then get Summerkill from South Bilwick all the way to Route 128 Canton. Route 120 southbound is backed up from 20 Reading all the way out to Route 38 in Woburn. And then his base cover Route 3 Bristol all the way at the Waltham. 495 on the northbound side back to 2A Littleton. Down in Southern New Hampshire. 93 on the northbound side is back around Interstate 89 in Concord. 101 in the eastbound side is back around Route 95 head to 93 to southbound side back around Derry, New Hampshire. 295 on the northbound side back around downtown Portland Bay. And 87 on the southbound side it's slow around Champlain, New York around Route 11 and on the way 15 on the northbound side back around Route 202 and so we'll go back in towards Montreal. Peter Chill News Time is now 8:13 on this. Friday morning, and it's time now for weather report. The latest sun call, same location 20.1 in the north, 64.8 in the west. Max to say was at 60 miles an hour, moving northwest at 9 miles an hour. Public advisory. Call continue to get better organized. Forecast messages east of Bermuda early Saturday. LK, tropical water is effective for Bermuda and tropical water means that tropical storm conditions are expected somewhere within the water area, in this case within 24 hours. For storm information specific your area, please monitor the Department of Station by National Meteorological Service. At AM, the Southern Tropical Call was located by NOAA Hurricane Hunter aircraft near latitude 20.1 in the north, latitude 6.8 in the west, but calls slowed down recently and it is now moving toward the northwest near 9 miles an hour and increasing the forward speed and turn toward the north expected today, followed by a turn toward the northeast by tonight or early Saturday. On the forecast track, the Southern call should pass near these Bermuda late tonight or early Saturday. Maps the same with under 6 miles an hour with our gusts and some straight for this forecast during the next 4 hours. The call could be near hurricane straight within the pass near or east of Bermuda tonight. Tropical force winds extend outwards up to 150 miles, primarily in the north of the center. And a spin of central pressure is based on the data from NOAA risk concentrated covers 992 millimeters for 29 inches. Wind tropical conditions are expected to Bermuda tonight. Rainfall can expected to produce total wind accumulations 3 to 5 inches of Bermuda for Saturday and early Sunday. Surf walls and journey by car are already affected in Bermuda and are expected to increase during the Next couple of days, these swells are likely to cause left, further surf and rip current conditions. Please conduct products to your local web office. And latest on Lisa, their location 28 to the north, 35% of the west, Massachusetts within 40 miles of Boo northwest at 9 miles an hour. Latest forecast becoming relevant low over the weekend. There are no close marks reports to the fact that 5 a.m. at a certain time, the center of top stormboards. Lisa was located in latitude 21 to the north, longitude 35.7 in the west. Lisa is moving toward the northwest near 9 miles an hour, and the motion toward the northwest and west northwest is forecast for the next couple of days. And Massachusetts was at increase to 40 miles an hour with a higher gust. Initial weekend is forecast during the next 4 hours. And Lisa can become a red and low over the weekend. Charleston enforcement is set off to 150 miles from the center. Estimated mid centimeter 1,008 millibars, 27 inches. And deserves of weather. Tropical wave about 350 miles southeast of the Cape of Verde Islands. Expected to move rapidly westward around. Across the tropical Atlantic Ocean at 20-25 miles over the next several days. And vibrant conditions are conducted for some gradual development while the system approaches the lesser until next week. Formation chance for 4 hours. Low near 0%. Formation chance for 5 days. Low 20%. Alright, 7-day forecast. It goes. Oh, let's look at the radar. We're seeing lines of showers and storms stretching from southeast to Glen Falls, New York, stretching down central Vermont, and up to 7 New Hampshire and 9 to 7 Maine. And line rain showers by the Albany area. And looking at the radar, it shows this is a line of rain showers stretching all the way down for New Brunswick and around in Nova Scotia, and another line of showers stretching from North Central Ontario, stretching to the southern Quebec, and upstate New York, and stretching to North Central Maine. And they are all moving towards the northeast. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. Today, slight temperature showers, that's after 3 p.m. Most of the times coming, high at 87 degrees, coming west wind 5 to 7 miles in the morning, just mentioned 20%. Tonight, showers, that's likely before 2 a.m. Then, chance of showers, patchwork after 4 a.m. wise. Clouds got about 53 degrees, and northeast around 6 to 8 miles an hour. Wind gusts as high as 20 miles an hour. Transpiration 6%. New about between the 10 40 and as possible thunderstorms for Saturday. Most clouds got the sunny skies have about 69 degrees, and northeast west around 6 to 9 miles an hour. Saturday night, clear skies about 40 degrees. Northeast west about 3 to 7 miles an hour for Sunday. Sunday, the clear skies about 6 more about 40 degrees. Northwest about 6 miles an hour for Monday. Sunday, podcast about 6 miles about 44 degrees. Tuesday, most of the Sunday podcast about 72 about 51 degrees. For Wednesday, chance of showers, part Sunday, most clouds got about 74 about 53 degrees. Transpiration 30%. And for Thursday, chance of showers, part Sunday got about 70 degrees. Transpiration 40%. Currently not here. It is overcast skies, and the temperature is 56 degrees with a humidity at 99%. And that's going to be it for the Peter Channel Morning News on September 23rd, 2016. Friday. Peter will be a good morning and goodbye day. You have a good day.